Hello, everybody. Today is the day. Today is the day. We have a verdict. Richard Allen is guilty on all 4 counts. Frank Meister called me. I was heading home from an appointment, and he said, "Hi." He said, "Things are really quiet here. Not very many people. Not like there had been." And then he said, "Wait a minute." He said, "Anna is going into the courthouse." And I said, "We have a verdict," because it's the only reason she would be going in. The courthouse is closed today except for the trial. So he was trying to position himself to where he could see things better and see if Richard Allen had been brought to the courthouse, and he was, doing some stuff, and somebody came out and said that they have a verdict. And so everybody went into verdict watch mode, and I hurried home so that I could be here. And yeah, the verdict came down, I guess, from what I've been able to gather. And we'll have to get some of our colleagues that were actually able to be in the courtroom. They only let 13 public people go in. The rest was media and family. And I guess that one of Richard Allen's family members wasn't there, and one of his attorneys wasn't there yet. And she was mad, and she just started reading the verdict anyway. When they tell you that you need to be within 5 minutes of the courthouse, they mean that. When you have a jury that's out deliberating and the judge tells you you need to be within 5 minutes of the courthouse, she means that. But anyway, that's what took place. I guess that when the verdict was read, she went through it pretty fast, read the counts, read the charges, and then read the verdicts. And Richard Allen was seen looking back towards Kathy and Janice, his mom, and he looked at Kathy and he said, "Are you okay?" And she was crying, as was his mother. And you can understand that. There's no winners today. As I've said before, you guys, 2 families were destroyed on February 13th, 2017. And now another family has been destroyed because of this one man's actions that day. And absolutely, there will be an appeal, or try to, which you would expect. But that doesn't mean that it will be heard. So we will just have to wait and see what happens with that. On December 20th is when he will be sentenced by Judge Gull. And he's facing 130 years in prison. And all I can say and all I can think about right now is, Libby, you solved this case, baby girl. Thanks to you and that video and that audio, this man, this horrible man that did this awful thing, is going to prison. Thank goodness. Because, it's been a long 7.5 years. It's been a long time for us who've been covering the case. I can't imagine what it's been like for Libby and Abby's family members. Every day wondering who did this awful thing. Then to get an arrest and wonder, do they have the right guy? What's going on? And they sat in that courtroom for 28 days listening to everything and all the evidence, and seeing the horrific images of their dearly loved daughters. My emotions are all over the place. I need time to decompress and really absorb everything that's just happened, but I wanted to do this video real quick. And I'll be on live stream tonight with Frank Meister and Susan Hendricks. So please be sure to catch that. And as more and more things come out, I know I'm gonna be doing some lives with some other collaborators as well. So just pay attention to those. Judge Gull did not lift the gag order, so no one can talk about this case right now. We still, for the next month, will not be able to hear from law enforcement. We won't be able to talk to any of the jurors or anybody. So unless she decides to lift it before then. But yeah, as right now, the gag order has not been lifted on the case. So a lot of what we want to know, will be in a waiting game. But today is the day. Guilty on all charges, all counts, facing 130 years. Today is the day in Delphi that Abby and Libby saw justice. Goodbye, everybody. I'll talk to you all soon.